Welcome back. Now, in the previous lecture, we addressed the question as to how much money should you be investing in the stock market. Now, the next logical question that can come to anyone's mind is that how much money should you invest in a particular stock? Now, the answer to this question depends on a number of factors. For example, are you a beginner or do you have prior experience with investing? Do you have the skills to evaluate securities or are you willing to learn the skills? Another important factor to consider is that do you have time to invest in this activity of stock picking? And lastly, are you comfortable with evaluating new information on a particular security and doing so quickly? If you are new to the stock market, you would be better off investing most of your money in equities through mutual funds, and a substantial but only small portion of your money should be invested in individual stocks. In order to invest in individual stocks, one needs to have skills to evaluate securities. If you don't already have this skill, then one needs to learn these skills and start investing in small amounts in different securities based on one's own analysis. Learning new skills and stock picking are activities that require time. In case you have commitments that don't allow you to invest time in any or all of these activities, you would be better off passively investing through mutual funds. If you choose to invest in individual securities by doing your own analysis, you are bound to come across a scenario where a sudden news affects a stock substantially and the prices move quickly. In such a scenario, you would need to be able to evaluate the effects of news and make a decision quickly. If you are a beginner, you may not be in a position to evaluate news. It is why in the initial stages it is better to make most of your equity investments through mutual funds and a comparatively smaller portion through individual securities. Now, whether you are a beginner or experienced in stock picking, your portfolio of individual stocks should consist of multiple securities. This gives you diversification benefits and shields you from adverse movement in the price of any one of the securities. Also, by not allowing yourself to invest in only one stock, you avoid being too carried away and excessively vested in one idea. This is crucial because if one is too vested in one idea, it usually does not work, which in turn could have adverse effect on the individual's confidence. It is always prudent to remember, no matter how confident you are in your analysis of a particular security and its future prospects, you can still be wrong. Hence, it is important to limit your investment in security to a level that effectively does not solely dominate your portfolio returns. Hence, it is a good rule of thumb to limit your investment in particular security to less than 10% of your entire portfolio. This way, you would at least have 10 securities in your portfolio, which is necessary to have a reasonably diversified portfolio capable of withstanding substantial specific risk. By specific risk, we mean the risk that a stock price gets affected only by developments specific to that stock. So these are the factors that you should take into account before deciding on how much money should you invest in a particular stock.